And Nerd's back today.
Is he?
Oh my god, where? No. I'm just lying.
It's not even the lead up to a joke like some text-to-speech bot. Just he's here. No, he's not. I baited.
Nerd will be leaving podcast as a host. He will be staying on the Discord as a mod. He will be handing over the channel to someone, me most likely. Nerd and Dolan will be making official To Be Honest subreddit, so discussion can stay there and it doesn't float over to Pyro's one. I have a list of those that were banned from the server. Most will be unbanned. If you're not on the list, unlucky. Nerd's leaving is fully amicable and there's zero bad blood.
We'll do Nerd City. We'll do Nerd City. I'm so sorry. I haven't opened this folder and I don't even know what's in here, to be honest. I made this folder like 6 months ago. Not really, but when this video first came out. So a lot of people have been asking me to cover Nerd City. If you guys don't know, we've done previous segments on Nerd City that have been fairly popular as far as I'm aware. I think the most recent one was talking about how he'd like left the TBH podcast. Just for context, this is the TBH clips video from the official channel going over why Nerd City is no longer on the podcast with Colossal is Crazy, Pyro Cynical, and Dolan Dark.
That's right, Nerd is no longer a member of this podcast. He decided to leave amicably. He will not be featuring in any more episodes. He decided to leave of his own volition. We wish the best to him. There was a little bit of drama going on in
Dude, the cat fallout, dude.
the little gay Discord server that we have, and something stemmed from there.
I gotta be honest with you, Discord is like the root of degeneracy. Somebody wrote me today and they said, "Hey Nick, we're getting a lot more members in here. Like a lot more members have been joining the Discord, and we're growing. And can we start getting some more rooms so we can talk about movies and other things that we like?" And I'm not opposed to doing that, but I am noticing that the Nicholas DeOrio, the guy who literally has like a fucking anti-Discord position, is building a Discord community by accident. Recently, somebody went through and actually updated the rules. I think Smaggle updated the rules because previously this Discord server that's been open since I started my YouTube channel had like Tommy C's rules copy and pasted because I do not care about fucking dude. I don't even remember saying this. Apparently, I wrote "Welcome to our first moderator at Smaggle Daggle." He runs the entire server, so he went through
Nicholas,
and deleted my previous
goat.
rule set. That was just the shot from the point one, and then remade them because he's like, Tommy has too much power on this Discord server. Because if you went on my, like, for the whole year or whatever, when people were interacting with me, the top rule is Tommy C can ban anybody for any reason. And people were coming in and asking why Tommy has so much power over my Discord server. And I completely forgot why they were asking this because it just happened to be the first rule there. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is every time Turkey Tom has had a Discord server, somebody gets groomed and the whole server gets fucking deleted because nobody wants to deal with that shit. So the minute you guys groom somebody in my Discord, I'll just delete it and open a new Discord, and then you'll have to pay to get in again and we can just start again from the top until, because there's no way to, how do you host a Discord server without it going like completely to shit? You can't trust viewers to talk amongst themselves without some really fucking crazy degenerate behavior happening. All right, Discord is a hive mind for freaks. So I'm kidding, being a bit over dramatic here. Nobody ever has a great story that ends with, "So I had to remove my Discord server. I've decided to close my Discord server." When is the last time you heard someone have a positive, amicable reason for getting rid of their Discord? Ever. In any context ever.
Turned to Reddit and it was a disaster, a downhill
Rest
slope.
in peace.
So yeah, Nerd City got into a huge fight with his fucking audience over on TBH over them posting cat pictures in the server.
We're at a wake or something.
So we're going to have a lot of comments saying the asylum has reopened, the inmates are running the asylum again, we're going to have all that.
Now we will.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to happen anyway, so may as well.
The podcast.
Fun fact, while we're talking about this, I'm Alex got his start as a Colossal is Crazy Discord moderator. Are you aware of this? I think he was covering the baited breakup, but he started off as like Colossal is Crazy's Discord moderator. And you know who my moderator is? Smaggle Daggle. Smaggle Daggle is our known moderator who runs the site, and he controls all of you. He's like our only chat moderator in streams that regularly have between like 2,000 and 4,000 people. We have a couple other mods, obviously. Toastify's here, and I saw Olivia earlier, but Smaggle was like our main head moderator. And Smaggle Daggle is a former I'm Alex moderator, meaning that Smaggle Daggle is simply 2 degrees of separation from being Colossal is Crazy.
This will lose a bit of structure, so we should do the most unstructured episode yet.
So like
That's right.
dude, for some reason all of like the life of a moderator of Colossal is crazy, because Colossal is known for his iconic awesome voice, all right, gets worse and worse through the moderator line. Like Alex has a horrible voice, all right, and then he found somebody with a worse voice to moderate his server. I guess that's how they do it. Yeah. So moving on, next, we actually covered this. This is D'Angelo Wallace. Everyone hates him for some reason. I know why everyone hates him, because of the Turkey Tom beef from years ago and stuff, and the fact that some of his videos are really, really difficult to get through, and he's like a little holier than thou sometimes. But he was one of the people who covered this, and he went through some of the cat stuff. So let me see if I can find the cat thing so we can just review it, because he's probably the main guy that's not me to go watch and hear about it. So this is like just him reading the posts on Reddit where Nerd City was going complete schizo mode.
Where I actually want you to stop and guess what's
He has
about
a good voice. I think D'Angelo Wallace is a great voice. Yeah.
to be said. So people are flinging
I really like it.
Thank you.
insults back and forth. One person's a loser. That person says you have a worm in your brain. So what do you think Nerd City's comeback is? What is the worst possible thing he could accuse this person of being? You got your answer. You've locked it in. Okay, throw that away, because I promise you, you did not guess correctly. Cat owner spot.
Dude, this guy fucking hates cats.
Did cat owner. You're calling me out for shilling NFTs and being like a weird conservative.
And again, by the way, I don't even necessarily disagree with all the Nerd City NFT shit. I really don't. There's like aspects of it that I think are stupid, and I have my criticisms for it, but I think he's perfectly within his right, if he likes NFTs, to make content about them and why he thinks they're valuable.
Online. Well,
They're just not, and it turned out that he waited too long, and they became they became way shittier by the time he actually released them to the people who paid him money for. Like, it could happen to anybody, all right? I don't know.
own a cat.
Guys, listen, all right, it's gonna come back around.
Y'all don't understand how long I just sat and stared at this reply. What could he possibly mean? I looked it up. I tried to find context. Like, what does cat owner mean to Nerd City? That is so negative. He thinks it's a good reply. And so the conclusion I came to...
Maybe it refers to, maybe cat owner, hypothetically, might refer to sex trafficking. Run with me on that. No, I'm kidding. Could you imagine?
And this is just me trying my best to understand. Apparently, Nerd City has a thing.
What? Well, you didn't get where that came from? I'm kidding. Well, because, you know, cat owner, cat, pussy, vagina, owning a woman who has those parts. Sex trafficking. That's not like crazy. I'm kidding.
With like...
It's obviously not sex trafficking.
people who own cats. Like, I guess this happened in
It's a reference. I know. I'm aware. I'm telling you the story. I'm aware.
somebody's Discord where like it was him versus a bunch of cat owners. And
Delete
so
the
now-
VOD? Wait, why is that bad? Look, I don't avow calling sex traffickers cat owners, okay? I'm just trying to tell you what the guy who said Dr. Disrespect mustache rides might have meant, but I'm joking. I'm telling you he didn't mean that.
now cat owner is in his lexicon.
I do not avow calling I do not think that Andrew Tate is a cat owner.
as a legitimate insult. And the only thing
Thank you for hitting the goal.
that is funnier to me is the fact that the only response to this comment is someone posting a photo of their cat. Just the idea of this YouTuber with like almost
Wait, do you know who this is? This is the crazy fucking moderator of r/YouTube drama that hates me. I just realized this is Plop MCG, the guy who kept posting all the threads about us.
a million subs being on this perpetual crusade
I
against
know this guy. I'm so mind fucked by this fucking subreddit that I know their moderator when I see him in a random video.
cat owners and getting terrorized by random cat pictures on the internet.
Not
This is
Brainy Biscuit. It's the one that came after Brainy Biscuit that we fought with.
genuinely giving like an SNL skit. Nerd City, you are so unserious. I'm sitting here trying to figure out who's going to play you on Saturday Night Live. So one of the people that Nerd City replied to in this thread checked out his comment history and saw that it was just all this. You get pleasure from endless purification until there's no one left. Good on you for having not lost your mind to this herd think brainwashing. It's almost as if the market for getting revenge is thirstier.
So do we not have the I assumed that we would have the actual cat stuff in here.
Person and an ally like myself arguing, and the just got to reply to this month-old comment I left.
Dude, could you imagine this? Like, this is Nerd City, one of the most fucking liked YouTubers for years, bro. I got shit for even saying, like, potentially, right, that I like saying anything negative about him at all whatsoever. And then a post gets put up fucking years later saying, got a reply to a month-old comment that I put on this subreddit, and it's so fucking funny. Is this drama?
On the sub, and oh my god, this is so funny. Is this considered drama? And then y'all, Nerd City found this separate post and started arguing in the comments with people there as well. I would say I wish I was making this up, but I do not. This is so funny. This is amazing that this has happened. I haven't changed. People here are making up narratives to explain why they are feeling disconnected from a normal person and an ally like myself. The answer is you all got sucked into leftist activism and nonsense witch hunt.
What happened to this guy, dude?
And if you want to talk about being sucked into the discourse, people point out Nerd City is the one who brought up trans people in the first.
Yeah, where was the trans people comment? That was out of nowhere, dude. Hold on. Where, dude? Is it? Yeah, dude, look at this.
About in this thread though. Objectively, he was shilling NFTs and this whole while illustrating that he is in transphobia. Lol. Liar.
No, it's before this. Was it? Oh, did he make a pronoun comment? Was that what it was? Oh, fuck. I don't know where it is. No! This is what I get for planning the segment months ago. Brought up trans people.
Discomfort. How can I increase your... I'm a bit out of the loop on Nerd City. What exactly did he do? To which Nerd City answers for himself. As you can see, nothing, but not bow down to the cowards who dogpile people and pretend everyone is a Nazi.
Oh, this is it. Look, ready. This is it.
Responding like, do you struggle with comments that are only about NFTs? He's responding like,
yeah, hey, you don't like my NFTs?
Do you struggle with nuance in every subject? It's just all binary to you? What about genders? I bet you understand that spectrum, no?
Dude, I wish this guy streamed. It would be so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, it's just completely out of nowhere. It just comes out of nowhere, dude. Let me see. Cats. Yeah, cat owner spot. I don't think he actually has the cat stuff in here. But anyway, people didn't like this Sniperwolf video. I'm going to start it tonight. There's no guarantee I finish it. If I don't, I splice this stuff together. But there's a 55-minute Sniperwolf video, and I've been told this video is fucking terrible. Absolutely horrendous. Worst thing anybody's ever seen on planet Earth, ever of all time. And I don't know why I'm going to care about a Sniperwolf video being bad. I have not watched this. I haven't even attempted to watch it. I'm watching it here for the first time. And for some fucking reason, apparently this is the most offensive video anybody's ever seen.
Nerd alert. Sniperwolf is refusing to take a shower.
I know initially, like when I saw the wigs and the colorful hair, I just figured, well, she's into cosplay. That's what that is.
What am I?
What she's into is not showering.
Are any of you guys
Wait. I thought the title... Okay. Is the whole video about if she actually showers? Wait, the entire video is about... No. That's weird. Grease fire. Sniperwolf brags about not washing her hair. The image doesn't lie. How do hygiene and self-care correct the current theories about narcissistic personalities? What's the difference between NPD, narcissistic behavior, and narcissistic personality style? Oh, is he going to pull the... Hold on. I actually might cancel the segment. If I look this up, and if I see this in this fucking video, I'm done.
The existence of more, although not yet adopted by the DSM. These
Okay, we're talking... Okay, he doesn't pull up the DSM-5, so I think we're okay.
That word, narcissism, was just only a descriptive word until...
Okay, so he doesn't actually say DSM-5 in this. I refuse to watch any video that refers to the DSM-5, just because it's literally every YouTuber trying to play doctor whenever they pull it up. It's in the transcript. Yeah, whenever I see DSM-5, it's like I'm done. I have no interest in hearing what people have to say here. Not showering is proof she's a real gamer girl. Glad she beat the allegations. I'm at the farting part right now. Quick question. What the fuck am I watching? Brap-vestigation? Is that like Sergeant Braphog? What's happening? Wait, what is this video? And why didn't I watch this until now? Fun fact, Asmongold showers more. Okay. Papa Meat is going to make the grossest cartoon. Guy vanishes for 10 months, returns to call out a fake gamer girl for not showering for an hour.
Nerd alert.
You've got me interested. Let's watch it.
Sniperwolf is refusing to take a shower.
I know initially, like when I saw the wigs and the colorful hair, I just figured, well, she's into cosplay. That's what that is.
What am I?
What she's into is not showering.
Are any of you guys into that? Because okay, I might be a little bit.
Guys, by the way, I'm wearing a wig 'cause my hair was dirty.
So is she like one of those people who do like, I don't know, one of the crazy vegans who are like showering is like animal oil or something, and I can't put it in my hair. I can't put like, or does she not go in the water at all? Like, does she not have soap? Like,
I jumped into the pool. I was wearing a ponytail. My hair got like crunchy and greasy and crusty musty. It's disgusting under here. It is a mess. Ah, this weave itch.
I mean, I think I've went a month without showering before. I don't know anybody, but I mean, I don't get dirty, so I can go 3 months without showering.
Our sources believe it's been more than a month since the last time she bathed.
wait, this isn't 99 Problems? Yeah, how does he get away with using this music in the videos too? I wish I knew.
Turns out,
I guess maybe it's not the actual song. Maybe it's a remake from FL Studio or whatever.
Sniperwolf
before he commissions it.
doesn't like to bathe.
Why?
YouTube has a licensing system, yeah, but not for good music.
A long time ago, on a computer I'd probably throw away, I remember there were some visuals of dirty hair. She was like pulling her hair out to the side and backlighting it like a spider web. She was calling attention herself to how soiled her hair was. And I also remember...
What did she say in that? Hi, streaming right now. If I lose a game, I have to do 20 squats. Your hair looks messy. I don't think she's calling attention to how she didn't wash it.
She was calling attention herself to how soiled her hair was.
Okay.
And I also remember a makeup tutorial where she was drawing eyebrows on top of last night's makeup. So I noticed the signs of something special.
Nicholas!
Thank
the
you!
Goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Genuinely asking, why were people roasting him about this video? I thought it was kind of funny. Is it because he did... Jessix, I haven't seen it yet. I'm checking it out right now. This is my first watch through. I've had people demanding I watch this video for like 2 months, and I probably still won't finish it tonight.
I'm a retard.
I'm retarded.
But even in noticing the fresh coat of paint being put on top of dirt...
And look, by the way, I hate this guy. I'm not going to just sit here and say this is the worst video ever just because Nerd City made it. So, if I don't think that this video is like the worst thing, I'll be honest with you about it. I don't really care.
You can't trust me with a white shirt.
I must have rushed the analysis, or I just didn't want to go into it that hard. Because the fact is, this is not a creator who is just cutting a few corners and thinking nobody's going to notice.
Me, your favorite.
Well, I mean, if nobody's going to notice, why is she calling attention to it, allegedly?
Messy hair YouTuber who needs a brush. My P.O. box is in the description below.
And messy doesn't mean inherently unwashed and like crusty, sweaty, disgusting either.
If you want to send me a brush. I know my hair looks like I never brush it, but I don't.
I don't know. I'm not really sure where this is going, so I don't know if I'm over nitpicking or under nitpicking.
This is a strikingly intentional choice not to bathe. More than 9 out of every 10 days, no shower. Throughout the entire span of her YouTube career, she has gone to absurd lengths to avoid showering.
I haven't washed my hair in 2 weeks.
Again, there are a lot of clips of her saying she's not washing her hair for extended periods of time. At some point, even for the people who say this is weird, how many times can someone do this without somebody justifiably asking questions about why she's not showering?
This is what it looks like. Okay, that was pretty cool. My hair is very dirty, by the way. That was really cool. Last time I talked about not taking a shower and that I don't shower much because, yeah, I don't shower that much. Weird flex.
I mean, we're in a day where people can research words that people say on a live stream from like random websites that pull up full chat logs so you can find out how many times Destiny has said the word JStalk if you really wanted to, right? It's not out of the realm of, like, I don't think that he sat here and watched every Sniperwolf video ever. And if he has, he's probably popping transcriptions up. I don't really, maybe he's spent an entire year researching her entire catalog. I don't know.
Thank you for the $5.
The thing is, I don't shower.
You're ratchet.
I can't even run my fingers through it.
Rishi asked, what is the longest you went without showering? Now that I think about it, I haven't showered in what seems to be like weeks. I mean, I'll get in the bathtub and I'll do like a really weird thing where I just turn on the faucet and just like kind of...
Is it called a Dutch shower or something?
Where you sit in the bath and...
Okay, this is very specific to explain why she's not showering. I don't know, dude.
Then You kind of take a shower, but with the bath water, not with an actual shower coming over you.
Can I touch on you?
It's not really a shower, but it's not really a bath. It's kind of in between. It's weird. Where did I learn that from? I don't know. It's not as effective as a shower. Kind of just used to wash my feet every day because I can't get into my bed without like washing my feet because if they have like gross shit on them and I like walk barefoot everywhere, so they're gross and I don't want to sleep with gross feet.
Why wouldn't you just take a shower?
Wash your feet every night before getting into bed?
Wait, is that Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel's asking her about
Barefoot everywhere, so they're gross and I don't want to sleep with gross feet.
So you'd assume she's talking about feet to like push the foot fetish thing, no? Or am I completely off about that?
You wash your feet every night before getting into bed?
Because there are like some sick, degenerate fucks who like disgusting feet, right? Isn't that like a thing?
What's the toothbrush doing there? I just got this.
Pull up the wiki feet. Does she have chat? Can somebody look up wiki feet right now? Tell me if her feet are rated higher or lower than Rosanna Pansino's. Because if it's rated higher, I think Nerd City's gonna fucking plunge the vote.
Thing that's wrong with me, you know? Like everything else that's wrong with me. I want to know what her problem is. What are you so evil for? You're pretty. You get everything you want.
You're not looking that up? Why? You're not gonna get put on a fucking list for it. I'm just not putting it in my browser history.
Last episode of Nerdline, we looked into suggestions made by over 140 comments that current theories in the field of psychology related to narcissism might provide better insight on the puzzling patterns of behavior central to Sniperwolf's mostly one-sided beef with Aziland.
Why does she hate her so much? Oh, we got two of them doing the same thing. Well, now I guess we know why.
A lot of narcissists and toxic people like myself, we have identity issues. It's like we are facing an ongoing identity crisis.
Jenna's eyes are pretty, and now they're my eyes.
Sniperwolf even stole the way as he speaks.
Oh god, listen, I just had to hear Nux Taku. I don't know what you guys are making me watch right now, but that was just like a fucking punch to the gut that my audience wanted me to hear that fucking freak.
Did it just turn on?
I'm just an accumulation of traits that I've seen in other people that I've been jealous of or admired.
This is one thing I've always actually liked about Nerd City's videos, is that he'll like showcase tons of other creators who have discussed these topics as well. I tried to do that in my videos. I think that's a good practice to kind of like, hey, all these other people have covered this subject, give them a little check and acknowledge that they've done work here.
I just have this face. I just want her face.
I wanted it.
The funniest thing I ever saw was did he put Slazo and I'm Alex next to each other in one video right after the allegations? I'm pretty sure on one of his videos there's a clip of like maybe it wasn't Slazo. It was like two people who obviously would never speak and they like talked back to back.
I wanted to be like them.
Wait, that wasn't Nux? Wait, what?
Aziland, her insight for 140
So much.
And toxic people like myself, we...
narcissists.
What is name? Feet. I don't know. It's not really.
Am I kidding? Am I crazy?
Nerdline might with Aziland.
Why does she hate her so much? Oh, we got two of them doing the same.
I just slandered Pay Money Wubby? Really?
Thing. Well, now I guess we know why.
A lot of narcissists and toxic people like myself, we have identity issues. It's like we are facing an ongoing identity crisis.
Jenna's eyes are pretty, and now they're my eyes.
Sniperwolf even stole.
Oh my god, I'm retarded. Holy shit. You look away for 1 second to play the COD game on the screen, and you just completely slander Pay Money Wubby. This is worse than the comment cop allegations. I'm so sorry.
The way as he speaks.
But how did it just turn on?
I'm just an accumulation of traits that I've seen in other people that I've been jealous of or admired.
Yeah, my problem with Nerd City isn't like the editing style. I think it's one of the best. It's not the structure of some of these videos. I think he does a really good job like with pacing and stuff. I disagree with a lot of points that he makes sometimes, but I think the videos are visually, I guess, and
Nicholas,
in the ways that they're thought out, they're very, very good.
$5,
In fact, probably some of the best that I've seen on YouTube.
Can I just have this face? I just
think that he as a person is completely psychotic and unhinged and schizophrenic. That's kind of my major issue with it. And that leads to him posting some extremely stupid shit sometimes.
Want her face.
I wanted it. I wanted
Pay Money Wubby is Nux in real life. Dude, I think I just outed him, dude.
Be like them.
We get it. Her laugh is...
Why is DSM-5 the word that turns you off when the video is reportedly her not washing because she's a critical... Okay, I haven't gotten to that part of the video yet, and I have no idea what it is, and my audience can just tell me that, but I'm going to watch it first because I'm not going to just take their word for it. But the reason why DSM-5 specifically turns me off is because that, like, every retarded YouTuber who has no point to make is referencing, like, the DSM-5 to try to diagnose people with personality disorders. That's a huge fucking red flag for me, because it's like when YouTubers are making sweeping claims about legal shit and not acknowledging that they're completely out of their depth on this one. For some reason, people think they can read the DSM-5 and like psychologically decide where you stand. I think the worst one I saw, I don't know who made it, was a video on Trisha Paytas that was citing the DSM-5 for her skit videos as to why she was mentally ill. Like the videos that are very obviously her playing a character. And that was where, I think that's where it was born. I have no idea who did that, so don't even ask.
Cute. We all want a cute laugh, but we can't always have a cute laugh. So go and steal a cute laugh.
I'm like, damn, I like that about this person. So I would study them and take on their personality characteristics.
I'm not entirely sure that any of my personality traits are earnestly unique to me.
Hey guys, I'm Ash SSSniperWolf.
According to Jessic, Sniperwolf is rated a 4.95 on WikiFeet, and Rosanna is a 4.91. Chat, we'll never be able to know because none of us are going to Google it, but supposedly a woman who fucking doesn't take showers is rated higher on WikiFeet, okay, than Rosanna the Foot Pansino.
Sniperwolf.
In this room.
There are details like this that I'm surprised nobody has picked up on yet. It's just been kind of hiding there in plain sight. Every time we do a video like this where there's a channel
and she didn't even have to smoke her dead dad to do it.
That's made thousands of videos, it turns out that there's all these incredible things that sometimes explain a little more about the person or explain more than we would want to know.
You know, when he takes a poop, he brings me into the toilet and he refuses to flush or get off the toilet until I smell it, and I have to inhale.
In this house.
The type of successful YouTubers that Evan and Leah were aiming to clone has shifted dramatically over the years. Currently, the two types of internet celebrity that she embodies on YouTube are a TikTok reaction channel.
She's not even reacting. She's not even reacting.
And
dude, I don't want to hear Jack's Films talk about Sniperwolf ever again. That needs to be left in 2024. I'm starting to agree with Chud. Does he still do it? I hope not.
A beauty and style guru, typically using herself as the guinea pig or as the model. The premise is, do as I do if you want to get this look.
How to make your finger into a chicken wing.
Unfortunately for viewers expecting to learn some of the secrets to her success, she always keeps her real advantages close to...
Dude, I just got a notification for an Operation 22 shareholders meeting for Shelbo. Oh, it's the one from 6 days ago. I need to like unsubscribe from this channel.
Her chest.
Can we just stop and look at this skin filter real quick?
As you can see by the type of fans who show up to speak with her, her current demographic is predominantly...
Oh, you guys don't know. I don't cover Shelbo because he's just like a mentally ill freak that's getting scammed. At this point, I don't feel like doing that anymore. I just push people to Chud. Chud keeps covering him and I keep watching it.
Young women.
It's SSSniperWolf!
She shows off a look and a lifestyle that's easy to admire.
I like her because the way she looks. Yikes, that's what's wrong with role models these days.
And so naturally, they're more willing to listen to what she has to say.
Anyone could be famous. All you gotta do is be a piece of shit. Work hard and contribute to society.
I've played back drafts of this video and thought to myself,
I'm being too critical.
This is pretty abrasive in some spots.
People rather
Okay, we've got some self-reflection. All right, that's good. No problems here yet.
pencil thin lips than a second butthole on their face.
The worst descriptions for the things that you see on screen are leaking from Sniperwolf's second butthole, you see.
Oh, sick bird! Oh, got him!
She can be pretty cruel when she's talking about other people.
Girl, the only time a guy is gonna pull you is out of a dumpster or out of the ocean.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm 6 minutes in and I don't really see any issues with this. When does he start going crazy? Does he start? Why? Oh, okay, I just saw Donald Trump. All right, let's keep going.
On a fishing line, because he thought you were a damn fish.
There were plenty of spots where I could just arrange it in a way that it does the talking for me. It goes farther than I would.
She said it, not me. I'ma just let the woman speak, okay? This woman is wild. Honey, you ain't just a clown. You the whole circus.
Since there's so much.
What the fuck was that?
Scalp.
So if you see her like in the corner of her own
Oh
video.
my god, bro. That's fucking evil, but it's fine because she said that about somebody else.
Yo, that's something I did in editing.
The hair around it is simply protecting the portal.
And if the portal, the Sniperwolf's profoundly antisocial personality, never pulled you or your kids into it yet,
She's basically a psychopath.
then the way that I'm remixing this content might seem like, wow, Sniperwolf's really self-aware. No, quite the opposite, actually.
Girl, it's a daily struggle to laugh when your face got that much plastic in it. Oh, girl, that's rich coming from you.
So that's an example of one of my edits where she says what we're thinking, and in the rest of the video, hopefully it's pretty simple.
I think that's fine. I think this is good.
When she's
This is good, dude. I'm sorry. This is fine.
Speaking in first person, she's probably talking about herself. And if she uses second person like that or third person, then she was probably making a nasty comment about somebody else. And one of the things she correctly indicates about herself is
what's good about it? I would do the same edit. I think that's hilarious. To go take somebody who's a huge hypocrite, who has a massive log of just going through short form content, who says something stupid somewhere or whatever, where you could just pull her face into the VOD and have her critique herself. That's a fucking genius idea. I have no issues with that. I don't think that's psychotic at all.
that she often records videos with messy hair.
No, I do not comb my hair.
And yes, I did say massive.
And you know what else is massive?
My ponytail does not want to cooperate.
The excuse she gives for the current state of her hair can vary.
My hair is a mess because I spilled soup on it, okay?
It's usually that it's been over a week or potentially even a month sometimes since she washed it or brushed it or styled it.
Hello friends, it's me with the messy hair. It's been like weeks since I did anything to my hair, but months since I personally styled my hair.
So hang on. How do you get a smelly narcissist who discusses their dirtiness openly?
Dusty, crusty haired YouTuber who really needs a bath. It's only, I would say, a little unhealthy. I'm making it seem worse. This is a mess that Dr. Phil needs to clean up.
Not all narcissists are the same. They don't all express it the same.
All right, so I'm guessing this is the part that I'm supposed to not like.
Needs a bath. It's only, I would say, a little unhealthy. I'm making it seem worse. This is a mess that Dr. Phil needs to clean up.
Not all.
When the fuck did Sniperwolf go on Dr. Phil? When did that happen? Am I like not realizing how popular this girl is? She was on fucking Jimmy Kimmel. She was on Dr. Phil. Like, why would she need to be on Dr. Phil?
Narcissists are the same. They don't all express it the same, and they've recognized this covert narcissism.
Dr. Phil, excuse me, sir. You go onto the ranch if you can't explain what's going on here.
Basically, I think there are 4 types of narcissism: the classic, malignant, communal, and covert.
Some of the most cited and respected research on narcissistic personalities has empirically verified at least 3 subtypes of narcissism, and that list has been expanding as new studies suggest the existence of more, although not yet adopted by the DSM.
Okay, so now we're inventing, or not inventing, but now we're using the undisclosed narcissist types. Cool.
These theories are nevertheless making their way into some modern curricula, as well as into the type of pop psychology that you're most likely to encounter listening to podcasts or watching TV. As we just heard, Sniperwolf's favorite former clinical psychologist, Dr. Phil, currently references 4 in his informational content.
But people also talk about the hypervigilant, the overt, the sexual, the oblivious. I tend to stick with...
Is he taking jokes? Dude, I don't know. If there's a long-running joke, I'm starting to believe it's not a joke. And her hair does kind of look like shit. I don't know. Maybe it's all jokes. Maybe I'm falling for it too. I'll get my Fell for It Again award if that's the case.
Big 4. The classic, the malignant.
It wasn't her, it was another show. I gotcha.
The covert and the communal.
The UCLA professor, author, and licensed psychologist, Dr. Ramani.
Yeah, her videos are great.
Cites an increasing number of subtypes in her work and her lectures, and now sometimes teaches up to 8.
All the subtypes of narcissism that you find on...
God, he just looks like such a tool. Dude, what is he doing? Is he trying to do like the Chad face? Like, what's going on in this fucking video?
Like the 11 types of narcissism, malignant...
He's mewing. He's fucking mewing.
Covert. That stuff was not touched.
Some psychologists, like Dr. Ramani, now believe that we should get away from calling it a personality
sucks, dude.
disorder and instead discuss it as a personality style.
I don't give a rat's ass about narcissistic personality disorder. I really don't. I don't even think it should be a thing. And this whole NPD thing has confused and muddied the waters on such an important conversation.
Facts.
And more people waste time screaming and yelling about, how dare you diagnose someone with narcissism? You have no right to diagnose them, blah, blah, blah.
Based.
You're not diagnosing them. And it's no different than calling someone stubborn or introverted
Retarded.
or agreeable.
Oh shit, dude, he just said the retard word.
Or antagonistic. It's just a description. That word, narcissism, was just...
Okay, so... I feel like it's weird, maybe, to say, hey, look, the DSM-5 doesn't say this, but I've found someone who does, and it's getting increasingly common, so we're going to operate off the definition that most matches Sniperwolf. That's a little weird. Maybe give it a couple months if this is good. I hear they're making the DSM-6 by 2028. There's a good opportunity for you there, maybe. Who knows? But again, I don't think it screams malicious. It's just kind of a quirky choice.
Only a descriptive
It's like,
word.
I want to prove that Sniperwolf is a narcissist. How can I do it? It feels like he started with that idea and he tried to find his way. But there's 2 things that could be happening, because Nerd City is like probably very Joe Rogan pilled and very podcast pilled. And if he says that you're going to find a lot of this stuff out in like popular media podcasts, I could totally believe that he organically found out about this narcissist stuff that way. And is now like retroactively applying that to Sniperwolf. But I can equally see him setting out to be like, I need to make a video that proves Sniperwolf's a narcissist. Is there any way we can try to like make this work? I don't know which it is, but it does kind of tell me that maybe it's the podcast thing, because he did mention that specifically.
So the cabal of the DSM,
the what?
Decided to codify it and toss it onto a diagnosis, which actually made no sense.
No sense.
To create a diagnostic typology around something that really doesn't have an evidence base of effective treatment, nor these folks who are like this would ever come into treatment.
Can you get Carl Weezer to do a Mudahar impression? I think my brain would snap trying to do that. I need to practice that offline before I attempt that in front of an audience.
And it's actually a personality style that results in people making more money and being more successful and being more successful.
Like having like Carl be like,
dating.
ooh boy, Jimmy's mom, but in like the Mudahar, like, okay.
I haven't washed my hair in over a week. It doesn't really look like it. I mean, it looks like I just went to sleep, but don't I look so sophisticated right now?
A narcissistic person can literally flip from vulnerable to grandiose in the same sentence.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is a fucking video that she's presenting, that she's created for her audience. That you're not like finding her in her natural habitat. Maybe if it's why am I in fucking third person? How do you change this?
Gross. I haven't washed my hair in over a week.
No,
Wait, Nicholas
is there a way to
DeOrio.
fix
Keffels
this?
appreciated the show.
I don't know why I'm in third person.
First we had NerdCerty trying to diagnose SSniperWolf as narcissist. Now we have Boblax trying to diagnose you as comment cop.
Oh, fuck, we fixed it.
It doesn't really
True! Thank you, Teddy.
like it. I mean, it looks like I just went to sleep, but don't I look so sophisticated right now?
A narcissistic person can literally flip
And we hit the goal.
from vulnerable to grandiose in the same sentence.
Why does it look like this? Why can't I have a cute ponytail like everybody else? Oh wait.
Yeah, dude, this is like the Trisha Paytas shit again. It's like, hey guys, I've decided that you're a narcissist because your skit video that you posted in your like pre-recorded, edited video deems you to be a narcissist because you're so quirky the way you speak.
The core features remain intact. So fantasies about unlimited success, unlimited power.
Like if you're making the arguments about how she's like jealous of Aziland and did all this stuff, like, okay, it's still cringe to do the whole I'm gonna diagnose you through the screen meme, but at least it's more valuable than like, hey, look at her. She seems so bipolar here.
Bing, 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 bing.
Their own brilliance.
One of the great memories of all time.
But when it comes to the actual social strategies for getting those things, that's where the subtypes might offer additional insights. Grandiose narcissism is defined by its most conspicuous behaviors, like
Yeah, anyway, I think Bo Blacks has this.
person who flat out tells you that they're the best and that they deserve the best.
Who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you.
What would you want your secret
I like the stylization. Yeah, that's not the problem with Nerd City ever. His stilization's usually very good.
service code name to be?
Humble. That's a good one.
Around the most recent presidential election, I saw a lot of posts about how Trump will make fun of himself.
Trump making fun of himself.
Whoa!
Classic.
Whoa! What the fuck, bro? This is in the game? Since when? I'm sorry.
Laughing until crying.
Cock-a-doodle.
Is that Big Bungie? Big Bungie's in this video? Dude, it's the last Big Bungie video.
Will do, folks. I'm Donald Trump.
Trump has been willing to go on SNL,
Call me on the cell phone.
play himself in comedies, and he'll even cooperate with an impersonator if it's reinforcing certain positive associations.
Go ahead.
You're fired.
Like that he's iconic, rich, tough, and desired by beautiful women.
You know, you
Like, wouldn't it be silly if in another reality I ran a chicken stand or something? Like, that's the kind of joke he'll participate in, because it doesn't call into question anything about the validity of what you're supposed to think about him. It just calls attention to his reputation for the opposite. The self-deprecating humor and the appearance.
This is like literally iDubbbz. Now, iDubbbz is more like, hey guys, I'm super sad because I said the N-word. And I wanted you guys to know for the 8,000th time that I'm sorry for it.
Of humility is much more palatable and can be even more effective for getting validation than
Yeah, I'm fucking wrong. I assume this would be super pro-Trump on this part. The minute I heard Trump's voice because of like the other things that Nerd City has said, and I assume that would be when I assume I make an ass out of you and me.
surface level, straight on bragging.
No, I know, but there's more humility than you would think, believe me. I think I am actually humble. I think I'm much more humble than you would understand.
A whole bunch of theoreticians, Pincus, Akhtar, Roningstam and many others would argue then that narcissistic people, all narcissistic people, will have all four themes running.
Nicholas
the covert
DeOrio.
grandiosity,
Keffels
the
appreciated
covert
the shout
vulnerability,
out.
the overt grandiosity, and the overt vulnerability.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
True, that's me. That's actually me. I'm in the video, see?
My head hurts. Max, all I give head hurts.
An easy way to think about these subtypes and how the same person might embody different ones from
Is how much of this video is just defining narcissism?
moment to moment would be to think about bragging versus humble bragging. Unless you were born yesterday, you know that both tactics really have the same goal. Basically, it feels good if you brag and then everyone agrees, and if you try to put yourself down but nobody agrees. So the bragging would be a form of overt or grandiose narcissism, and humble bragging being a form of covert narcissism.
Don't you want to know what I do?
No.
And so a
Guys, which type of narcissist am I? Am I a type A, B, D, or Q?
narcissistic personality might use
Fucking clips of American Psycho? I mean, it's kind of based. I don't know.
either one in a conversation, depending what type of feedback they're getting, depending which one is getting them more validation.
Do you want a bite?
I'm on a diet, but thank you.
You're kidding, right? You look great. Very fit.
You can always be thinner. Look.
Somatic narcissism, and more traditionally, grandiose narcissism, both place an excessive importance on things like beauty and strength and fashion and other superficial details that people will admire. And that can present itself like a hyperfixation on grooming.
All people
What?
with psychopathy are
It means like the hair.
narcissistic.
I believe in taking care of myself.
A movie scene that might come to mind as an example is Patrick Bateman's morning regimen. How meticulous he is with all of his different products and soaps and the ways that he keeps himself looking perfect. So if this is the subcategory of narcissism that you're most familiar with, then at first, some of these details about Sniperwolf's hygiene don't seem to fit.
In the shower, I use a water-activated gel cleanser.
Alright, how much of this is fucking American Psycho? Alright, are we gonna... Okay.
Last place I need to do a video is in the shower. I'm scared the shampoo bottles are gonna see me embarrass myself.
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Do you think iDubbbz will ever have a come... Dude, if iDubbbz has a come to Christ moment, it's gonna be in like 3 days when he puts this content cop out. If it doesn't happen this week, it's never gonna happen. Fucking clip it, ship it, and book it.
However, if you're already familiar with covert narcissism, or even if you're just deep into Kardashian lore, then some of the details might in fact sound very familiar.
I have some things that are kind of interesting I want to run by you, and you tell me if they're true or false.
Going days without showering, multiple days without brushing her teeth, and washing only her feet every night before bed are also curious behaviors that Kim Kardashian is known for.
You wash your feet every night before getting into bed?
I do.
Well, it's very good to see you. Thank you for coming and for answering all these very important questions.
This is legit. This person actually has this problem. I'm a doctor with a PhD in psychology.
I want you to clean your vagina.
Hygiene in extremes is associated with both ends of grandiosity versus vulnerability. So on the one side of the spectrum, you might see extraordinary investments of time and money into optimizing their physical appearance, you know, soaking up the maximum amount of admiration possible. But then on the other end, total negligence in some aspects of hygiene, a degree of self-neglect that starts to negatively impact the comfort of people around them, or that even becomes an imposition on people's sense.
So,
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
is this whole video, I'm gonna call her a narcissist because she goes tee-hee lol, I don't shower? Is that like this whole video? Is there anything else to this other than... Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can get through this if the whole thing is like, she is a narcissist because she tee-hee showers. Or doesn't shower. She doesn't tee-hee shower enough.
This is a pattern that's been associated with covert narcissism, neglectful narcissism, and cerebral narcissism.
Cerebral narcissist often doesn't shower because they're so focused on what's inside their head that they're not really as cognizant of the world around them as they need to be.
Since dirtiness is not something that most people admire, or let's say it presents a challenge to brag about it,
I want a bath. I'm so dusty now.
criticism for an intentional self-neglect might be disarmed with a preemptive acknowledgement and with at least the appearance of humility.
I need a bath. I'm so dirty.
If you want to know which type you're dealing with, cock your ears.
It's not every day I take a shower.
Listen well.
I said I don't take a shower every day. This is like a big thing for
There are a lot of clips, dude. I know I keep saying that. There are a lot of clips he's got.
like
Some narcissists are not hygienic at all.
When they take showers, those showers are very, very quick.
people trying to take a shower, you trying to do it quick.
It's like, how can you be fully clean in 5 minutes?
Time to wash my own hair. I'm like, done.
Unclean.
Some narcissists, essentially cerebral ones, do not take good care of themselves. They do not regularly shower.
A lot of them. I'm hearing from a lot of my clients.
This guy just found like a fucking dude to say, yeah, narcissists do not shower. Okay, put that in the fucking video. Put that in the video. Put that in the edit.
Their narcissists won't shower
There's an Indian guy who looks like a doctor who said
for like days on end.
Some narcissists have poor hygiene habits.
And this is typical of a covert narcissist.
They do not take showers regularly.
The covert narcissist would precede this kind of misconduct or misbehavior with a disclaimer. Disclaimer of authenticity, humility, pseudo-humility, fake humility.
Congratulations! Leah took a shower.
Congratulations, you won.
Yay! She doesn't smell like moss anymore.
When Sniperwolf announces...
This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump?
Oh, sorry. Wrong clip. When Sniperwolf announces that she's...
Your favorite greasy hair YouTuber with the messy hair.
Guys, did you ever know that, like, Sniperwolf is the Donald Trump of TikTok stealing influencers?
This is not her being humble. Because think about it for 1 second. If she did think that this was a problem, it's a problem that she could solve in the way that most of us would solve it.
I would take a shower.
If we thought that we were too dirty to go to work, we would take a shower before work.
My hair is extremely greasy. As soon as I'm done with this hack, straight to the shower for me.
I am washing my hair tonight.
Oh, by the way, guys, my hair is a mess.
Oh, it's ratchet. See, she's used to doing that in a room by herself. Evan is usually not right off camera to agree when she nags herself.
It's ratchet, disgusting, greasy.
I agree. See, her boyfriend knows that she's dirty, and he doesn't like that. And for whatever reason, some of her fans are telling her that she's not.
We tend to reward a lot of things that...
She's weird, dirty, and a weirdo. Okay. She's a narcissist and this makes her evil, and we know this because she's stinky. And we must stop her and protect the kids from her is insane. Well, we haven't gotten to the we need to protect the kids from stinky Sniperwolf yet. But if that's the case, I mean, yeah, dude, she's convincing children all across America not to shower, dude. We need to stop her.
That narcissists do.
She may have just said, oh, I'm dirty, I'm disgusting, but she's actually fishing for compliments. Evan and the audience are supposed to be, in her mind, admiring her right now. Because in the next breath, she's saying, it's date night, so I tried to look cute. And she like does a little Vogue by her face.
I tried to look cute today because it's date night.
She thinks she looks good enough for a compliment.
Now, they're outwardly self-effacing. It's something they say that's ostensibly modest, or it seems deprecating, but the actual intent is to draw attention to themselves and...
Isn't Dr. Phil, and maybe I'm just a fucking idiot, isn't Dr. Phil like a pseudo-intellectual? Like, is he not really... I thought he's just kind of... Like, I think he's got, like, the fucking degree, right? But he's not really viewed as, like, an intellect in his field.
Fish for compliments, like, oh, I look terrible without any makeup on. They're expecting people to say, oh my God, are you kidding me? You don't have any makeup on? You look great.
Look at my hair. What is this? Oh, that works. That does work. Yes, yes. Slay. Tell me to slay because I slay.
It's a humble brag. They think they look great.
Excuse me, why? Check out my hair real quick. What is this?
It's so dirty. I haven't washed it.
Your favorite messy, fluffy-headed YouTuber. This ain't it.
Actually, Dr. Phil had his degree revoked? What? Dude, the Catch Me Outside thing ended that badly for him? That's crazy.
It looks kind of cute on camera.
So there's false humility disguised as self-deprecating when they're really bragging on the fact that they want you to pay attention to how good they look without makeup.
Damn, I was waiting for Dr. Phil to call her out.
My hair is like really dirty and I just like...
Him and... Yeah, I've heard he's like the Chris Hansen of like mental health professionals. If that makes sense.
Threw some clips in.
Oh man, I never seen anybody on Dr. Phil like this.
I hate my hair today. I just got it blown out and then I went swimming and then it's really wet and gross and I'm just gonna put it back and be all cute like this. I'm doing my hair tomorrow and I'm excited because I'm gonna have like this whole hair transformation.
I'm excited. I'm gonna have a girlfriend with clean hair.
I know.
Finally. It's been so
Jesus Christ, dude.
long.
I know.
You don't want to argue with a narcissist because they are relentless.
Oh, make your life hell.
And they will stay with it forever and a day.
I think he chose to not continue to practice his license because it expired. He's still a doctor to my knowledge. Medical license was pulled, so he has a degree, but he's not allowed to practice. I mean, yeah, but why would he, I guess, ever want to practice if he's the TV doctor, I guess? I don't know.
Now that we know from the lawsuit that Sniperwolf's videos were written by her boyfriend or / husband, Evan, it does make it funnier that one of the videos she made was basically him setting her up to learn how to take a shower and to physically walk through each step. The first thing she learns is how to dab, how to whatever, but then the end is a full shower from start to finish, including, and in particular, shampooing her hair.
Repeat daily.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Congratulations, you know how to take a shower now.
She just reads this as if it's to the audience, but he's being patronizing to her through the script. And of course, her audience is just completely out of it. They never got what was going on here.
I hope you finally learned how to shower. It's not so hard. I know it's a lot of steps, but I believe in you. You can do it. You can shower. I don't know about daily, but
she gets it.
And speaking of clean hair, maybe it's Maybelline.
Man, look, we know a lot of people have looked at this guy and looked at her and made easy jokes about what an unlikely looking pair these two are. There have been countless versions of this post.
I feel like this is like all his video. Like he's not the only one, but I've seen him do this. Yeah. He has a PhD in clinical psychology, but doesn't have a license. Got it.
That have gone viral, where people basically try to make sense of what his hidden talent must be. And the people who assume Sausage has an incredible ability to relate to women.
Now you're better, but you're still ugly.
This is where it starts to get good. Okay, I'm fucking ready, dude. 25 minutes of hell.
See him as a sort of aspirational figure.
What?
This guy gives me hope because look at him. He's got it all figured out.
Well, in some ways.
So this is the opposite of Amaranth. Instead of hiding her husband or whatever for the time that she did, it's showing her husband because, like, even this disgusting creature,
the goat,
even this disgusting creature can breed with me.
Comment like that in passing, or who would seek his advice on picking up women, don't have the slightest idea what direction he actually took things in.
There's a lot going on in this big head.
For nearly a decade, he subjected her to a type of deviancy and a degree of pestering about it that most people, realistically, wouldn't dare imagine. And there's an intersection here with poor bathroom hygiene that ties him into the themes we're looking at today. So, if you were curious about their relationship secrets and how Sausage seduced Sniperwolf, I'll give you a quick rundown. And for those eating, I will try to make it quick.
Sorry to bother.
He's White Shelbo. Bo Blacks is White Shelbo.
You if I talk about poop, especially if I'm eating, or especially if you're eating.
They first met online when Sausage rizzed her up with a fart joke.
Jesus Christ. Dude, it's not even that. It started as an online relationship. That is fucking insane.
I would drag my balls through a desert full of cactus just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
I got a message from this guy and he was like, I would drag my balls through a field of broken glass just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
Really? That sounds pretty good.
I would drag my balls through a desert full of cactuses just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
Oh my god.
She's like, okay, I will have sex with you now. We will breed. We will have no kids and we will breed.
God, that was so nice, and now I don't know what my reaction should be.
Yo! But little did she know, it wasn't even his joke, and he wasn't joking.
And I thought it was so funny. It was like the funniest, smartest thing I ever heard, and I thought he made it up, but later I found out that he just found it online or something. He didn't make it up. But anyways.
Don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Turns out Leah wasn't the only woman he wanted to hear fart through a walkie-talkie.
Oh, hey, baby. Listen, I would drag my balls.
So it's like, is he the inverted Anissa Jomha, who was just kind of throwing it at every single, like, commentary YouTuber, like Leafy and iDubbbz, and then one of them eventually hit? Like the male Anissa Jomha.
This is his go-to move. Through a field of glass just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
Well, yeah, that is plagiarism. He plagiarized the joke that he got his wife from.
What's the name of the guy?
And about 1 month before he'd uploaded that,
I would drag my balls through 1,000 of glass shards.
the same opener was in a viral video called Really Bad Pickup Lines 3.
Oh, no.
I feel like we're spending a whole lot of time with this point here, and I don't really understand.
Just to hear you fart through a walkie-talkie.
The fact that eventually that line worked on someone set up Evan to become sort of a relationship guru.
No. See,
Ooh, hubba tubba. I guess you could say she likes a bossy big bottom.
I didn't ask you to be my girlfriend. I kind of just put you in this situation.
Yeah, but
it's like you're mine.
I realized I was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
In these videos, titled things like Relationship Advice, a slob who blows farts instead of kisses,
No, that's not a kiss.
tried to teach the little ones to feel a sense of entitlement.
You're mine.
And where the ability was lacking, they still shared it anyway.
He doesn't give me kisses. He always
Yeah, I can't believe he made this video with Big Bungie, and which, by the way, fuck, that's funny. That's hilarious. Big Bungie is literally hilarious. But you just know some bread tuber somewhere is like, Nerd City has chosen to do a collaborative video with one of the biggest transphobes who have recently been banned from YouTube, knowing him full well why he was doing this, making references to his previous work with the Donald Trump references. Like, you just know some fucking asshole is going to do this guilt by association shit on him.
swear to me.
Like these dozens of demos of his head-butt kissing style.
No.
Come here.
I don't want cooties.
That's not fair. That's not, you're not playing this right.
No.
Babe, come here.
Symptomatic of both low confidence and never brushing your teeth.
I know. I need to floss and brush a lot.
And even still, young guys would
Is he still banned? Yeah, Big Bungie's never getting a channel back, bro. It's never fucking happening.
constantly ask him, how do you do it?
It's a tragedy, but like it's never getting fucking turned aside, dude. I've been telling you since I found out who Big Bungie was that one day that guy's gonna wake up and his YouTube channel is gonna be a fucking crater. And like he knows that. It's the expected outcome, I imagine, for the stuff that he was making. It was extremely funny while it was still here, but like that stuff would be a potential ban years ago. It's cocked or whatever, but like everyone kind of knew where that was going.
Body my choice.
Forever.
And it's funny to blame Bo Blacks.
How does one get such a beautiful girl? This is another commonly asked question. I realize I have a lot of guys on this channel that want help or just some advice, and basically,
how did you do it?
How I got Leah was that I'm different.
Oh my god,
definitely.
bro.
It's probably something I'll talk about or explain in bits and pieces across many videos, comments, tweets. Like, it's just...
Tell us, sir, please.
You guys will eventually learn.
Well, he must have meant posts like this.
Yeah, I'm just built different, bro. I'm built. Holy shit. Sniperwolf tries talking me into covering up the sounds of her poop dropping in the toilet.
Other than talking about the sound of Sniperwolf's poops as they hit the toilet water, or describing the smell of her farts, there weren't many other insights that he found appropriate to share.
Well, Mr. Sausage says my farts are pretty inappropriate. When me and Sausage first started dating, I literally would never ever fart. And every time he thought I would fart, he would try to sniff my butt.
After such a beautiful first connection, it wasn't long before he got Sniperwolf to second base. Forced inspections of his bowel movements. Smelling his poop while it was hot, and flushing the bowl for him long after it was stale.
He like calls me to the bathroom, refuses to flush until I look at it. And when I'm not home, guess what he does?
Okay, this is... Yeah, this is like this is an awful segment. I like, this is weird.
He leaves it until I come home. You know what happens when you don't flush a poop for a while. There's like a cloud of, you know.
You know what really drives me crazy is her fake fucking accent through this whole video is like a cheese grater in my mind. There's no way this fucking woman talks like this. I refuse to believe she speaks like this outside of this.
It was surprised to learn that Sausage thinks his farts don't stink.
Do you like smelling your farts?
Of course.
Do they smell good too?
It's an accomplishment, babe.
He tried and failed to condition her to like the smell of his burps and his poops.
My favorite smell ever is probably... I can't even get close to it and pretend to smell it. And pretend I like it. I'm supposed to smell it and pretend I like it. And then after time went on and we got more comfortable with each other, he started farting on me a lot.
He compulsively smelled her butt and then insulted her about it.
Babe, it doesn't stink, you stink.
You fart. You death and decay.
And you fucking French. If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not.
We actually can't stand each other's farts. They're really disgusting. He hates my farts so very, very.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, what are we doing here, guys?
Yeah, sure, Leah. That looks like the face of a guy who doesn't like what's happening right now.
We're really, like, we are on the bottom of the barrel hyper-analyzing this right now. This is a lot.
Literally getting comfortable in the fattest way possible.
Pooping on boyfriend, prank gone wrong, gone sexual.
He just sniffed her butt so hard, his nose turned white.
It's romantic.
He convinced her to fart in his ear, to fart on their dogs,
That's romantic.
to fart on their channel, and even managed to make his brapping fixation part of her online persona.
If you could have one
Brap, that's a reference to the Brap Hog thing, right?
useless superpower, what would it be? The ability to fart at any time.
Now, granted, she did have a look on her face like a hostage being forced to read a false confession, but in those respects, the man got what he wanted and drank it all in.
He's wafting the smell to the scent to his nose.
Hopefully, we'll never know all the things she did to keep him happy.
There's kind of a lot of things, a lot involving farts.
Please.
We eat together, we fart together.
Okay. Is this the rest of the video? Is this 20 minutes of him talking about how farting makes you a narcissist? I'm not interested in this. I gotta be
We
honest with you.
poop
This
together
is like,
and we hook up.
Okay. Pretty solid itinerary of sewer system foreplay, I suppose. And she's like, thanks for the question.
So the video opens up by saying,
the goat.
Sniperwolf is bad. This is what narcissism is. This is like some aspects of Sniperwolf that might be related to narcissism, and then pissing and shitting.
Questions, guys.
No pissing, actually. Just shitting and farting.
But we're just your average human centipede at the end of the day. We stuff our holes together and then blow them out. We're just like you.
The farting position.
Maybe now and then to spice things up, Evan was liable to slip her a burp through a kiss or
Don't fart on me.
start rapidly crab walking and scissoring and laying his rotten eggs directly into her.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh, Marilla.
I want to burp my girl's mouth and kiss.
I don't think it is a joke. It's more than like it's like weird. It happens too often for it to be a joke. Even if it is a joke, it's still weird, right? It's like there is an encroaching doubt in your mind watching it. When was this content from, or is it still happening?
It's really through the span of her entire career.
Ew. What was that?
And it continues through her vlogging era.
Somehow Nerd City made the least funny Big Bungee video that's ever been released.
Sorry, guys.
And then once she pivoted into reaction content,
Defecation for the whole family.
there were less of the weird, horny skits where he was groping her and putting his face in her butt or whatever. But
Nothing says friendship like this bathroom.
if she was reacting to something that took place in the bathroom, her scripted reactions would still have a weird twist to it. Like, what are you watching me poop?
Yeah, you take that poop. You take that.
I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes, and if I can't stomach the rest of this, I'm just gonna chalk this one up as a bad video, but not like maliciously bad video. Just like out of ideas bad video.
That poop. You act like I can't smell it. You act like I can't see you. We're gonna have a
Like, I wanted to get more mad about the narcissist stuff, and it's just really not that big of a deal in comparison to the fact that this is just like farting and shitting.
staring contest and the dumping contest at the same time. Is this a warning or an invitation?
Or like, I want to walk up to this thing and
I want to put my hands down and it poop in my face.
Is it just like a weird, like, is it just like an attempt
I'm glad we watched Rosanna like 3 months ago. Do you guys miss Rosanna Pansino right now?
at comedy, but she knows, like, they know that they have a younger audience, so they're going for like the hyper fixation on poop that like a 4-year-old might have.
yeah. And I do think that he thinks it's funny. But the difference between a typical fart joke that an adolescent would laugh at and the like fetish adjacent thing that they're doing, the fart joke has to do with how awkward and undesirable the fart is. It would be like a whoopee cushion or a stink bomb where it comes down to everyone being like, ugh, PU.
It's like gross humor.
Right. And with them, the jokes are like,
I don't think that there's like a line between like, uh-oh, you've gone from funny fart joke to like raging fetishist. I think that like there's like a middle ground there somewhere. What the fuck is that thing, dude? Holy shit.
built
I'm running
differently
away.
where there's someone in the equation who thinks it's a good thing. There's someone who likes it.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Nothing like some empty bowels.
I can't believe some of the stuff that they put online. Should that be the thumbnail?
Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Because she did compliment one aspect of his gluttony.
I love this big fat booty.
He took that as an open door and he kept inviting her to the rest of it.
Do you and Sausage have a toilet door open or toilet door closed relationship? We have an every door open relationship and fart in each other's face and sniff each other's farts and see each other's.
Like, is there like a pink eye epidemic in this house? Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think she was making a joke. Probably. That's probably it. I don't know.
Look at each other's poop. Not you walk in when they're pooping. Oops. You look at.
Hey, this is like super irrelevant and totally fucking. There was a person I knew from I'm not gonna say where. There's a person I knew, and he thought that he could create the next new major Twitter account. He wanted to be like the next Twitter guy. So he tried to create a Twitter account. I think it was called like Chat. And he's like, dude, people are going to love this. They're all going to follow a fucking account where the guy just uploads daily pictures of his shit or whatever. And everyone kind of told him this is like a horrible idea. But he tried it for like a month and he was trying to do the Chat thing and it just did not work. Like the next gimmick account is just a guy posting his shit.
Poop. They're looking.
Who's following it? I don't know. Apparently Sniperwolf. Apparently Sniperwolf and her boyfriend.
At the poop.
Randy Marsh? Yeah, Randy Marsh. Maybe he saw the South Park episode and was like, yeah, this is a fucking $1 million idea.
He refuses to flush his poop.
And then he sees your.
If it was 2010, it probably was. Yeah, I mean, I graduated in like 2015. It has to be around that time frame.
Poop. You can
from high school at least
be obscenely comfortable around your partner and still never ever see their poop. An undisturbed, mint conditioned poop. What the fuck?
If somebody really wants to come in the bathroom, they'll come in the bathroom.
It's more than an open door, open toilet relationship.
Do you guys like not like, I don't know, like go into the bathroom and fucking, do you not like pee in front of your partner or like fart in front of your partner? I feel like shitting in front of your partner is kind of weird. That's kind of a weird thing. I don't know. That's a weird boundary, but
open.
You don't fart in front of your partner. You just like run in the other room and just pass gas. Are you like not human?
Toilet. How normal did you think that sounded?
Hey, thanks for
all
the
I
goal.
can do is repeat what she's saying because it's unbelievable.
Next question is from Jaylon. Would you poop on John Cena's face for 15 million?
Nick broke a Geneva Convention.
I would even
Is
take
there something
15
wrong with
million
what I just
pesos.
said?
15 million anything.
Poop on your face.
Why is there so
You
much
poop
time
on
spent on the
anybody's
topic? This is like the reason the video was made. It's like I'm here to tell you about Sniperwolf's shitting habits.
Poop all over you for a dollar.
Honestly, I would too. I think everybody watching this video would poop on anybody's face for 15 million. Let's be real.
That was a trick question, you two. You're so money and poop focused, you didn't think through it.
You can't see me. It's something that's been in the internet cycle for so long.
Since the audience can't see the face of her co-star, it might just look like a one-woman show.
What are we doing right now?
Coming soon to Mexican theaters.
Yeah, no, bro.
John Cena and
SSSniperWolf on their 15 million peso tour.
you may not believe your eyes. As you watch her poop vanish into thin air.
Okay,
Sniper
what
poop
the?
to hit
Can you show that? Can you show Sniperwolf shitting into John Cena's mouth on YouTube? I don't think I would show that.
Talk about a humiliation ritual for Leah.
What? Dude, I'm sorry. Time out. I'm not pulling it back up on the screen. Did you create fetish art? Did you commission fetish art of Sniperwolf shitting in John Cena's mouth?
We're struggling to watch this. Nerd City had to spend even more time making it.
Did you create fetish art of John Cena getting his, like, shit in his mouth from Sniperwolf? Is that what you've done? That's weirder than anything I've seen so far, than like that couple laughing about how they piss and shit in front of each other.
Are you sure about that?
John Cena wouldn't be taking home any Oscars for that performance, obviously. So, other than Evan, who else was Sniperwolf's farting and
what the fuck was that, dude?
Poop talk meant to serve? Listen to how Sausage talks about their fans when he's on a hot mic.
They're too young, like they don't have a good concept of logic and thinking.
Oh, there you go.
This is an interesting moment that has some layers to it. What they're complaining about here is a comment that was coming in so frequently that they could finish each other's sentences about it, apparently.
And she says she's not a porn star. I saw a couple of people commenting this. I saw a couple of people.
Too many people, for their liking,
I saw a lot of people comment this.
would watch her thirst-trapping content.
Clickbait.
And then, all things considered,
I have something else you can cut.
Oh, really?
like the awkward, sexy skits, the cheap wigs,
My horrible $14.99 and under Amazon wig.
the party store costumes,
So are we back past the fart? Is the fart stuff over?
the novelty frames,
Usually it looks like there's no lens.
and the willingness to show off. And just by looking the way she did and pushing some of those buttons, she was bound to get questions about what has she done already and how far was she willing to go.
It is not what you think it is. There is no chance of me ever, let me say it again, ever doing like I'm not. It's not gonna happen.
Today we are going to be talking about everybody's favorite subject.
I've seen her explain her stance on this in a number of different ways, sometimes politely,
I don't think I would enjoy that. Like being naked for everyone to see and doing personal things like that. Like, no.
and also, I've seen these associations exasperate her past the point of civility.
Were you inspired to wear glasses?
Pyrocynical had a
What's the
bad
name of
influence
the
on
guy,
Nerd City,
Keystar
true.
Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Like, I'm just trying to wonder, like, what is the group chat of researchers in this video thinking about this? Are they like, this is just another job for me? Or are they just sitting there laughing their asses off going like, dude, I think we've got a fucking masterpiece here. We're going to do the Sniperwolf shit video, and it's going to be so fucking big. Dude, people are going to be squeezing that out, dude, and it's crazy. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted.
Because a porn star who is irrelevant now is wearing glasses? What? Why are you so... I remember, there's no such thing as stupid questions, only stupid people. Don't blame it on the question.
I'm the girl whose mom loves me.
Can I say something to you,
It's usually
Nick?
girls whose
I
moms
really like
don't love them. Why? But my mom loves me and she makes me food.
When the boy comes over, you make him food.
Actually, my dad ended up really liking him at first.
Now the dad hates me because he thinks I'm a pimp.
But no matter how many times she said
Can I say
it, or
something
she
to you,
wasn't
Nick?
interested, or
I really
the
like
money
you.
wasn't there,
Why?
new people would discover the channel every day and ask the same thing. So on one hand, you could understand her frustration at the repetition of this, but then on the other hand, it's easy to see how a really young viewer would not understand the logic of where she's drawing the line.
SSSniperWolf was searched 25k times yesterday and 100...
I just don't care. I don't care. Every time... And he does this a lot. This is one of my major gripes with Nerd City, is he always just, like, makes sure to wrap things up with, like, a, hey, dude, you should absolutely fucking... It's always cased in, like, the child audience is gonna see it, dude. That's why it's bad. You have to care, because children are gonna watch it. That's, like, it's a central theme to all of his content.
20k times the past month on... Really, guys? 100...
There's no point to this video. Yeah, so far, I'm not really seeing a... I don't think you need to justify the existence of your YouTube video. I think that's a little over the top, but, like... If he did, I don't think he could. I don't know, what is the thesis statement trying to prove in this video? Why are we watching this?
20k times!
It's a waste of time. It feels like a waste of time. Like, as of the Nerd City videos that I don't like, this is, like, not on my top 5 list of videos I hate from Nerd City. Because I think that there's just, like...
I always do the possible.
This is like a... I don't know, inconsequential? It's just kind of weird.
You guys search this shit! I don't know what to
Skip to the end? Like, do you want me... Is there something at the end? What the fuck is that
this
thing,
really
dude?
Wally?
Holy shit!
say.
I would tell your moms if I could. I hope your parents find your history.
She kind of like had the moral high ground at this point. You know, she's saying, it's disgusting. I'm going to tell your parents, right? But then she goes,
I mean, geez, that's a lot of people. What is wrong with you guys? Watch my videos.
Yeah, she's making a joke. Oh, God.
now that to me is a crazy mask slip.
Don't watch watch me instead.
Just do what you need to do over here. It's a crazy joke. Like, she's lost track of what she's jealous of here.
The lost revenue of being too sexy for children.
That reminds me of when Logan Paul said that he was jealous of COVID. The average person doesn't think like this.
COVID, he's complaining. He's jealous of COVID's media coverage.
COVID. You can't watch anything else.
But that's what bothers me is when they're trying to basically like audience max, but they're making a type of content that shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, because like, of course, a 13-year-old wants to see.
Yeah, I get you.
That doesn't mean that you can or you should.
She's sort of like making softcore for children to an extent.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, sexual content for
she?
Children.
For sure.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
That's like strange. Sniperwolf is like putting her ass in his face and stuff for an audience that you admittedly know is young. It's kind of crazy what you could get away with.
I know, it seems a lot crazier now.
It's just Lele Pons again. We're just watching the new Lele Pons one, only instead of doing like, I don't know, ethnic dancing, it's just like she shits and farts.
If someone did that now, it'll be over.
Like if she was shitting on camera and stuff, yeah, sure, 100%. But like,
they'll be finished.
I'll stick me.
I think the intent is to do like a fart joke. I think that's what they're going for here.
Really good. You will feel great.
That's obviously written by a child.
Yeah.
Like you could tell. Because the profile picture and just the way it's written, you can just tell it's written by a child.
Yeah.
Sort of indefensible, to be frank.
What is wrong with you guys? Watch my videos.
The sausage always tried to go sexual with everything.
It's just the fact that it's so obviously sexual, combined with the fact that they're acknowledging that the fans are children, like literal children.
They proved it, you know? Like they, in their own words and in a serious way, they were talking about how...
Well, yeah. You could all right, like, you have like a good video premise here. I get, no, you don't. Hey guys, Sniperwolf doesn't shower. And she's really weird. And her and her husband make a lot of weird fucking fart and poop comments. And then it's like, but now we have to stop the video to moralize over its effect on the youth. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of just dragging. I don't really see a reason to keep watching this. Is there anything fun at the end to jump to? Is there anything... What's the conclusion?
His butt is the smelliest part of the bed, and that's where all the farts happen.
But despite all this persistent exposure to the sights and sounds and smells of his digestive process, Leah never did acclimate to that or learn to embrace it.
Embrace it.
She hated that.
Oh, farted.
Oh, no.
Embrace it.
Okay. This is... Yeah, alright. That's the whole video.
Potty training. There were other basic bathroom puzzles that Sausage never put together. Namely, how to get his wife in the shower on a regular basis, and how to help her keep the hairs on her head.
Is this really Wally?
But before we get into all that, the Nerd City Podcast, Episode 1.
It's finally...
Wait, he quit TBH to do a solo podcast? Please tell me there's other people on the Nerd City Podcast. Please tell me that he's not just talking to himself on the podcast. How do I find this?
There is some good stuff here.
This story is just getting bigger.
A lot of people love dry shit.
Where is the Nerd City Podcast? How do I find it? Featuring collaboration with @H3H3 Podcast Highlights. That's what his @ was? That's hilarious. Wait. So does he have... The Nerd City Podcast? Okay.
I'm dead. Thanks, dry shampoo. Hey, listen, this is serious. You need to think carefully, okay? Have you ever used or touched or like even been in the same room as a can of dry shampoo? You're gonna die.
They were contaminated with a chemical.
Wait, this is just more of the video.
Message received.
Companies too.
Okay, so I get it. He interviewed the girl and then posted the full interview on Narcissism on this show. Okay, that's fine. I thought he was just going to start a podcast because he left TBH and then just talk to himself forever. Okay, that's better. All right. I don't know. I don't think this is the most offensive thing ever. I don't know why everyone was like super stoked on me to watch it. Sniperwolf responded to this video by saying, a grown man made an hour-long video obsessing over whether I shower. I'm not making a proof video for you weird perverts, which I think is a totally reasonable response. Backstory, he's dedicated several months, if not years of his life watching my videos to take anything I say out of context in an attempt to diagnose me. This level of fixation is unsettling to dedicate that much time to a person you've never met or interacted with. Again, I think, I'm sorry, even if you find this video totally rational or whatever, I think that her response is also totally rational. Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand a better way to respond to this than, like, this is psychotic. I do not like Sniperwolf at all, but Nerd City's a fucking weirdo. I feel like that's going to be the big takeaway here. Homeless man calling another homeless man a broke ass. Two worst people you know are fighting. Yeah, it's like every fucking comment is this. Sniperwolf sucks, but dang, I didn't know I'd see a day when I have to say Nerd City also sucks. Man, how are they going to be so weird and make me take Sniperwolf's side on anything? Hate to be on her side here. He's a weirdo, and diagnosing people like this is weird too. Does he have any knowledge on psych, or is he did an interview with somebody who has like a different theory to the DSM, I guess. I don't know. I used to enjoy Nerd City, but his series pointing out how women Photoshop their photos, I think Thought Patrol really turned me off. I have to ask, what did you watch? What the fuck did you watch from Nerd City? This is literally bullshit. Dude, Nerd City was making fucking Thought Patrol, and that was like his bread and butter when he blew up. How are you a big fan of Nerd City, but Thought Patrol turned you off? That was the fucking thing that made him popular. What were you there? Like, your first 5 subscribers? And then the crypto stuff. Yeah, I can see why people are mad, because they hate crypto, but... He also went from making commentary videos on terrible people with neat aesthetic and pointing out how YouTube screwed its creators in various ways to being weirdly obsessive. Obsessive is like the line where you've decided that the video is no longer interesting anymore. It's so sad to see what's become of Nerd City. Dappy Wappy want mint mint. Never liked how Nerd City talked to women. His obsession with making videos about Sniperwolf is weird, even if she's done some call-out worthy stuff, but getting mad about Photoshop pictures and filters is not it. There's one video he made that I think was ostensibly about how influencers deceive you with pictures to make their travels look more glamorous, but it was an excuse to show off and brag about how hot his girlfriend was when they went on vacation together, like some Italian rando wanted to buy sex with her, and he included it in the video. Again, but like, he'll say some stuff now. They'll retroactively go back and tell you all of his videos were bad for the first fucking day they saw him. It's such an annoying YouTube trend. Two people can suck at the same time. You think the founder of YouTube ever thought two mentally ill stalkers would call each other out using their platform? Some YouTuber took their obsession too far. That includes hot takes. Jack's Films making constant uploads about her, not defending what she did in response, and I believe he's taking the videos down now. And let's not pretend there isn't a reason beyond her content being slopped, because she's not alone. There are far worse offenders who don't get the same treatment. Yeah, that whole Jack's Film saga painted him in a negative light. Like, yeah, she sucks, but it's more embarrassing for him to take up so much of his life to dunk on her. I'm starting to be in that camp. I kind of agree now. Sniperwolf Doesn't Shower by Nerd City is obsessive and stalkery. Last 3 videos over 15 months is just about Sniperwolf. Who cares? He doesn't post a lot. Started more than 7 years ago now, when she was actually somewhat relevant and had more discourse around her. I thought the first video of the 3 was a fun throwback, and it kept going and going and going. With the new one, I'm pretty much done with Nerd City. It's crossing the border of stalking behavior at this point. Again, like, normally I'd say this is ridiculous, but you just made a video on her fucking shitting and farting. So it's like, yeah, maybe this kind of is. If he sat there and actually fucking had a team go through all these videos looking for clips of farts and shit, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like the one time where I kind of see the stalker angle, but whatever. I don't know. Nerd City had his Reddit spat a few months ago. If you saw this man reevaluate what you're doing with your skills at this point, or lash out against criticism. It's funny, there's not a single comment here about Big Bungie, because maybe they don't know who he is. That's funny. Not showering is proof that she's a real gamer girl. Glad to see she beat the allegations. First comment I see when clicking on the video. That's actually kind of funny. Remember when he was really into NFTs and got upset nobody bought them, and blamed Pyrocynical for having a woke LGBTQ fan base? The Pyro point is hilarious. God forbid the man be one of the few slop creators that isn't a chud. Oh boy. Check the descriptions of Nerd's new video. He tagged his researcher in the description. I don't think I have... Oh yeah, it's here. Researcher. So it's Ryan Kinder. Why do I know who Ryan Kinder is? Who the fuck is Ryan Kinder? Copy link. Do I know this person? Yes. Go to site. Ryan Kinder. Why does everybody who work with Nerd City have like the same thumbnails, or the same profile pic? Like, remember the fucking other guy, like the Meet the Devil? This guy just looks like Nerd. Is this just Nerd City wearing like a... This is just Nerd City again. Is this not just Nerd City again? I think that's just Nerd City. It's just like another Nerd City, dude. I don't know. He used AI to make Nerd City, and his researcher is just himself, dude.
Poo, but it's so bad for you.
Ah! I almost clicked on the video again. No. Just make J-Station Part 2, you hack fraud. Apparently that video is, like, done. How does he know she doesn't shower? More effort than anything Doxer Wolf has ever made. I don't know, I'm a bit iffy on calling her out for bad hygiene, because most of the time it's just signs of depression and... Okay, I don't care. Holy shit! Haven't seen this motherfucker around in years. He's still standing on a soapbox and making NFTs. Pretty much another soapbox video calling Sniperwolf a narcissist, same as the last one. Okay, that's too much, right? I'm not gonna read that. 3 videos the last 15 months, a lot. Apparently this dude is crazy. Jarvis, show me bullying, please. I just don't care. I don't know. I think this is a little bit blown out of proportion. Simultaneously, I think the video is extremely stupid and weird. I'm not trying to middle road this. I think that a lot of the people on YouTube drama hate him because he likes NFTs, and it didn't really matter what he was going to say. They probably pretty much hate him already. I don't think there was any, like... the fact that they don't even know who Big Bungie is yet is just a whole nother angle to why that they're going to hate him in the future. The Sniperwolf video isn't his worst video he's ever made. It's just really unwatchable, pointless, kind of weird, not really funny at all, I guess. There's not really a lot of funny parts in it either. I think if he makes a 4th video on Sniperwolf in a row, maybe obsessive, I guess. I don't know. I can't really see how you one-up from shit. It's not like... I don't think 3 videos in an X amount of time, especially even if they're long-form videos and that's the only thing you're posting, I don't think that means you're inherently obsessed. But I think you can make that argument when they're talking about, like, shitting and farting, and that's the whole video, and then diagnosing them with narcissists. Okay, I don't know. My head hurts. What's Nerd City's worst video? I still think it's the Lele Pons video. I think the Lele Pons videos... No. Whoa. He made newer bad videos. Wait, that was his bad... legacy video. Is it the most was it the most expensive art? Is that the worst video? I forgot this.
What an NFT was.
I don't know, maybe.
Wagami princess, trust me.
Is it the Gary V video? I still think the Lele Pons. I don't remember I can't actually tell you if it's that video because I don't remember it. I don't know. This is like a more of a defensive Aziland video. I don't remember what this one is. Why is he so locked into the narcissist angle of Sniperwolf? The thing I don't get is, like, this video performed under 1 million views, which is his worst performing video other than the Gary V video ever. Like, forever. Like, not ever, but for like a very, very... Back to YouTube's secret codes revealed 7 years ago. So he thought... A year later, fuck it. I'm going to talk about her not showering. It feels like he just wants to blow up his channel. It just makes no sense as to why he would do this. Like, why would you dedicate this much time to go and cover this? Alright. I think we're going to be done. I'm probably... If there's enough shit to talk about, I'll be back on Monday, but the expectation is that this is a huge week for YouTube drama. Content Cop is coming out. A new content nuke has been announced. That's not going to be till June, though. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for what's coming up from here. And by the way, I am Comment Cop. I'm kidding. I'm not Comment Cop. That would be funny if I was, though. Thank you so much for being super duper supportive. As usual, it's about midnight, so I'm Rob's Media video on Monday. Yeah, I could see doing Rob's Media. I've been meaning to watch the video on the fucking sex worker. Who's the sex worker again? That everyone tried to say was a dude. The one that struck Chud Logic. As far as I'm aware, she's not. I don't remember. Good night, fellas. Blue Stank, I'm glad you were here tonight, buddy. Have a good one. And peace out, Toastify. Thank you for being here.